Well then, looks can be deceiving. This game looks also to be fairly simple, but that's nothing really to say about the gameplay. So maybe we'll go 2 for 2 for like looks can be deceiving. Amulet of Nyrac, 7-year-old 2020 free submission by Hoofed Ear. Traverse the dungeon. Your goal is to find the lost Amulet of Nyrac, or Nyrac, an immense source of arcana. Fight through the depths, utilizing anything you find to help you. Try to nab as much gold as you can while you're in there. So, very simple controls, and I'll note by you can also use the numpad to move around, and I think possibly the cursor keys, but whatever. Basically, WSD to basically move around, E basically to open the inventory, space to pick up items and go downstairs, escape to basically close open windows. Made with SAD Console and Go Rogue. Special thanks to SAD Console Discord for helping me learn how to work SAD Console. Started 0304, finished 0311. I'll probably continue and improve upon this game after the jam. This version is just a very simplistic working version. And there we go. Let's just see what it's all about. Alright, so the first thing I noticed with this game is the graphics, for sure. Most roguelikes will basically have an @ symbol basically to use to depict your your characters and stuff like that. But there's also an alternative to it, and basically this is basically it. The happy face. Hero, you must hurry and find the Amulet of Nyrac, or Nyrac. Be careful. We have 20 HP, 5 strength, 1 dex, no money, and 2 endurance. Our inventory consists of 2 healing potions. And yeah, I can basically use the cursor keys or the numpad keys to move around. And it doesn't look like you have a wait button or anything like that, so let's go this way. I will note by the way that bumping the walls doesn't make you wait either. It just says way is blocked, so I guess it's intentional not having the Okay, so slam. Hero deals 8 damage to a giant rat who makes all the rules. Slam. Giant rat who makes all the rules deals 6 damage to the hero. So you gotta still like a boss to enemy here. Alright, so Boink! Hero deals 10 damage to giant rat who makes all the rules, and he has died. So that is painful. There's some honeycomb and paper mache, or a papier machete. Alright, so just because this is made of paper with random words on it doesn't make it any less badass. Okay, let's equip it. Super yummy, but super sticky. Heals you a little. So that healed me 4 HP. The bummer dies. So there's a chest barrel and a Fleetwood chain. Fleetwood chain. This type of chain has not yet been broken, and if you don't love that now, you'll never love it again. I can equip it, and I guess that basically puts it on. So I got 9 strength, 4 dex, 2 endurance. 8 strength, 3 dex, 2 endurance. So it does sort of affect your stats equipping stuff. It has 2 arm holes in addition to its bunghole. So that basically increases my endurance a little bit. Probably increases my. I think endurance is probably your defense, and not strength is basically our defense. And I think dex is basically your chance to hit. So let's just drop it. Alright, you level up. So yeah, basically you can gain experience and level up. I don't seem to be getting my HP back by the way, so that's either gonna come from going downstairs or other stuff. Okay, the bummers die. Oops, that was a staircase. Okay, so we just went down the stairs. Okay, so staircases are basically 3 lines. Okay, good to know. So note that I missed that bumper there, so yeah, you can miss. Pick up some gold. Okay, there's the wooden stick. All reliable. So that reduces my strength by a little bit, so we'll just put this back on. Drop that then. Don't bother stuff that's dropped will appear on the ground, so the rat dies. And yeah, I don't think there's any wait button basically in this game, so... Oh, there's a wait button. If you press the period key, it waits for you. So I found a wait button, basically. Alright, the rat died. Note that the rat dealt damage to me there, so we took more damage. I think the only thing I'm really missing here is, a little bit more, HP regeneration, but, we do have, healing potions and stuff like that, so... Does what it says on a tin. Bombs up, bucko. Boom. So that heals me 15. Okay, good, awesome. I could equip this. We already know it's a paper mache, so let's drop that. Let's eat this. Okay, so if I basically hold down the button, it will eventually, rocket me basically forward. Healing potions. Balloon dog. Okay, so yeah, you have to hit the period basically to wait, so... Now that's actually something in the note, by the way. I don't think he actually mentioned the period is a wait key. No. This is something in the note, by the way. When you're basically in posting instructions, this is the last place you want to basically put it, because, well, it's the first place you want to put it, but the first place you actually want to put it is basically in the game itself, right? So... This is a very unconventional game because, it's using different graphics for stuff. You don't have the classic @ symbol. And you have, a different, staircase icon, it's different. You have a few different graphics here, and you have, some different keys and stuff. What's this do? What a cute little dog, a faithful companion on a long and arduous quest. Keep him close. Pop! Your companion is reduced to rubble pieces on the floor. No idea what that's supposed to do. Let's see what the punk rock jacket basically does for me. I've got injuries right now. That knocked me on a 7. So I want the chest barrel apparently. Drop. Is it Mega Deuce or Mega Zeus? I think it's the graphics that that old sort of system used to basically play this type of game. Or not this type of game, but this type of engine or graphics. Not this is a tile set that's it is usually in Roguelikes long ago. This is a tile set that's actually used for Roguelikes, but usually you use the @ symbol and stuff like that to do stuff for a reason, because it makes it simpler for people to understand what's basically going on. Obviously I can basically get customers eventually, but Nope, I can drop multiple stuff on a tile, but I have to pick up one by one if I do. Whoop. Whoop. Also, by the way, note as well, you can't actually see the staircase when you basically run away from it or other items. That's probably something that could be done, but whatever. Alright, we're on death free apparently. There's a healing potion, there's a punk rock jacket, there's a balloon dog again. Drop. Let's go up this way a little bit. I will note that the controls are they work fine. It plays well enough. There's the bumbler. A fleet with chain again. We're just going to drop that. I wonder if we have like a maximum inventory size. Or if it just like keep on stacking items in our inventory over and over again. There we go, we got that rat. I can actually tell the colors by these are like all fleet with trains here, so. You know, I should probably note this by the way. The coloring for this game is actually pretty good. I don't see any dark blues or like, you know, hard to read like fonts. I can actually make out the colors for like, you know, the different things basically here. So that's actually something worth knowing for this game. It does like, you know, have fairly good aesthetics compared to like, you know, some of the other relics I basically have played already. Or seen in 70RLs. Our Fleetwood Chain. Okay, so this basically has a scrolling bar in it as you, like, you pick up more stuff. And now we get to that problem where, like, you know, because I don't know where a staircase basically is, I have to go find it again, so. Okay, one thing I am noticing, by the way, is the lack of, like, you know, enemies basically to fight. They're all basically, like, you know, these bumblers or, like, you know, rats. Or, like, that name, like, you know, rat, basically, I found in the first level. There could be a little bit more enemy diversity, and they, like, you know, could be, like, you know, well, it could be that these guys, like, you know, are just starting, like, guys who basically fight, and later we'll find guys that are actually, like, you know, hostile to me, rather. These guys aren't hostile at all. They just, like, you know, randomly run around, and I can avoid the enemies if I want to. I just want to get the experience for killing them, right? So, well, I hope I get experience. I might not be getting experience for these guys, but I assume I am. Let's kill that bumbler. There we go. We leveled up. So yeah, basically we are leveling up as we like kill these guys. So let's use up this stuff a little bit. I probably should have used the healing potion there, but you know. Save those for when I used to go below 15 HP. There was the bumbler. Headset turned off there, of course, there's no sound again, but that's fine. That's another paper machete, like, you know, weapon. Yeah, these first few levels are a little bit too, like, you know, eh. Oh, okay, so we do have, like, you know, some hard to read colors. There's a can of blue paint. Wonder if it tastes like red paint. Ah, yup, tastes like red paint. Alright, so I basically turned my, like, guy into a blue color. Okay, if that's basically, like, the only time you see, like, the, like, you know, if that's the only use for, like, this, like, you know, blue color paint, and there's, like, nothing else colored blue like that, and, like, you know, that's basically like the strap that you're basically doing yourself, I'm okay with that, but this is not a color I like to see in, like, you know, traditional relics. It's basically hard to make out on, like, the black background. It might work on, like, a white background, but, you know, we never see that. And there's a named monster again. Cool. We don't care about this. We're just going to drop it. Alright, giant rat who makes all the rules. So we got ourselves a giant rat again. He wasn't really much of a threat this time because I basically had items on me this time around. I think those are like the only three, like, you know, enemies basically we fought thus far. Like the, you know, the super rats, the bumblers, and like the rats. So my major criticism with this game would be like the lack of, like, you know, enemies and, like, you know, well, content basically for the first few levels. And of course, like, being able to find the stairs is, like, you know, tiresome. I don't mind, like, the items basically disappear, because, like, you know, the items basically are, like, you know, they could, like, get possibly picked up or move around and stuff like that. I don't really care about that. Like, you could have that in the future. Okay, this is not so bad. We've got, like, a different background now, so. Woof! And look at that. This guy's actually, like, you know, homed in on me a little bit there, so. I think we have enemies to actually do something, like, you know, some hostile activities now. They aren't bubbling around. Well, I say that, and then we have another rat again. We have the introduction of enemies that can be, like, you know, a bit more menacing. But not by much. There's a tortoise shell. So, that gives me 9 endurance. I think that's probably worth keeping, so we'll get rid of the test barrel. Alright, well, that actually hurt a little bit. Boop. I'm blue, dabba dee ba die, dabba dee dabba die, and all that stuff that goes with the song. There's probably no point to searching hallways, by the way, because they always like are empty of like items and like enemies, I guess. At least I haven't seen anything spawn in like a hallway yet. They're just like, you know, rooms basically. Whoop. One more room to search. And we go here. Well, there's the stairway, finally. I like how the map scrolls. That's nice. I also like the line of sight basically you have, because, like, you know, it lights up the squares that you basically can see. A little bit hard to see in the rooms, but, you know, you get the idea. Let's kill that rat. Yeah, I have to say, like, the biggest issue of this game is, like, the lack of enemies basically fight. I mean, they're all, like, you know, a little bit too samey. There needs to be a little more progression, I think. Other than that, this is just, like, you know, this is about as traditional roguelike you can basically get. This is, like, you know, it's bare bones and without the bells and whistles, like, you know, you can basically see. And yeah, note these guys basically are hostile, like, you know, they run up to me. A scroll enchant armor, we got something new. But I think we'll save it for an actual armor as, like, you know, maybe possibly going to pop up as we go along here. Or it could be that, like, these, like, the max, like, you know. No problem, these guys are able to move diagonally. Even in, like, these hallways. I won't say it's a bad thing that the enemies might have, like, you know, different movesets, but, you know, I can't move diagonally. Okay, so we got ourselves a Glomper, that's a new enemy. At least there's hostile enemies popping up, so. Oh, there's guys in hallways, cool. There's at least enemies like popping up there, like, you know, hostile to me. Let's do that. Is it worth to kill rats, I wonder, because they basically hurt me more often than not. Alright, back to basically trying to find a staircase. Fingers over here. Yeah, there it is, right there. Yeah, punk rock jacket, we don't care. I see that question mark, but it's purple, so I'm guessing that must be like, you know, a weapon enchant scroll? Yeah, scroll of enchant armor, so... Game logic works. Hopefully I find like a can of red paints at some point. Torch shells, don't need them. We already got one. Rat dies. Ouch, yeah, it hurts to hurt these guys. But well, let's just keep fighting for now. Down and up and down and up. Whoa, woof. He bit me quite a few times there, didn't he? There's some gold. I almost feel like you should basically be able to wait when you basically, like, you know, use the space bar just to minimize, like, you know, the controls a little bit more. But having, like, the, you know, the wait key is fine. At least you have a wait key. That's something that can't be said for a lot of other 70-year-olds sometimes. So that's just gonna map out over this way. Back through the windy tunnels. I won't say I like dislike this like map generation, but at the same time it's very like, you know, it takes a while to walk through it. And these controls are not the greatest for walking through like, you know, long, vast structures like this that go up and down, left and right. We're good enough. I'm on def 8 by the way. I'm gonna at least try and get down to like def like, you know, 10 or 11. But I sort of feel like, you know, at this point, I basically like record this for 20 minutes and like, you know, maybe there's an end to it, but I can't say this is like all that fun to play. It's just, let's walk around and hit stuff and collect stuff. I mean, it works. So if you're looking to make a 70-year-old, congratulations. I give you my approval for, you know, successfully doing so. And it's something that this challenge is about, so... Whoop! There's two guys here. Oh, one of those guys basically attacked me diagonally, by the way. I should test that sometime. I've been letting them attack me diagonally, but you know... They might be able to attack diagonally, those guys. Up, down, left, right. Die. I would say I've seen more of those hostile enemies popping up now, so... It's at least a little bit more challenging. Alright, Def 9, it should change over to like something else when I get to the next level. Our tortoise shell, honeycomb, gold. Up we go this way. There's a staircase down. I assume there's a lot more level to explore those. Let's go look around. I see some honeycomb here. I was gonna test the balloon dogs to see like what they basically do against like enemies very present, so I should do that sometime. Whee! Alright, a new level type. Okay, so the wolf is right there. Let's see if it can attack me diagonally or not. It can attack me diagonally, so okay. Let's see if this works. Pop! Your companion is reduced to rubble pieces on the floor. Okay, so, I probably have to say here that, if you basically have it so, like, enemies can attack you diagonally, you should have, like, the hero able to do so, or, like, something else. Because, honestly, if, they're able to attack me, and, like, I'm at a disadvantage when, like, I'm being attacked diagonally, so. We all have healing potions? Okay, good to know. I'm healing up still, but, it's very, weak healing. Oh, that's because I'm being eaten by rats here. Why is everything trying to why are rats trying to kill me now? Oh, you know what? I know what happened. The balloon dog made everything hostile to me. Like, everything's coming to kill me now. So, I just killed everything on the level here. Because everything came to attack me. Okay, so, balloon dogs basically are like a shed scrolls. So, if you want to kill everything, there's your way of doing it. I'm still killing everything. I assume at this point we've killed everything on the level though, so. We found a use for the balloon dogs, I guess. An early death, if you aren't careful. Alright, well, I don't plan to go too much farther, I think, so let's just go and use these up. So accuracy gives me 10 strength and 10, like, endurance here. I probably got dexterity for something. Wonder how. There's the stairway down. I will note, by the way, just, like, sort of, like, background. It probably would work better if you didn't have, like, the blue paint, because, it's not that great when you're basically, like, you're trying to look blue and blue. Let's just test this out. If I basically hit the balloon dog right here. Yep. So they got hostile to me now. I leveled up. Hooray! Whoops. We'll always try and last as long as possible, so we'll eat this honeycomb now. Note this takes a turn to do, by the way, so stuff can't attack me while I'm basically doing so. Lots of woofs. Here's a healing potion. One, two, three, four. Oh, note these are +1. You can actually tell what they are in my inventory. That's nice. Alright, let's do it. If I die, so be it. That's the end of this level. What's this purple one do? Weapon. Still useful. Let's get it. Boom. There's my new improved weapon. Nope, probably because they go move diagonally, they're able to move a lot faster than me. So they can catch up to me as they go left and right, up and down, and with the WSD keys. They have no problem catching up to me. Well, I have lots of problems with them catching up to me. Boom. Boom. So bomb cores where I actually find the exit, that's fine. I wonder if it does any sort of debuff. It could be that besides irritating all the monsters on the level, the the balloon dogs also debuff them somehow, make them less likely to hit me. And by the way, I think my weapons, when I add the enchant scrolls, it makes them more accurate too. So that might be a thing that's happening now. Boop, boop, and down here. Bit more honeycomb. Hey, I leveled up! Hooray! Let's kill off these rats before I, irritate the entire level and kill me. Nope, all these guys don't seem to be hostile most of the time until they try to move into me. But I seem to be getting away with hostilities when I move next to them sometimes, which is nice. They're passive monsters. I'll note by the paper machete, like, you know, this is a paper machete up here, or Fleetwood chain, and that's like the paper machete. They could be a little bit like, you know, different colors to, like, you know, make them easier to see. Oh! There we go, they died. Hey, look at that can of blue paint. Yep, it still tastes like red paint. I bet that red paint's also something can basically find, by the way, that, like, you know, turns you red, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start dungeon diving by at this point, just to try and, like, you know, win this if I can. We've, like, killed enough that I don't, like, you know, kill, you know, I found enough and killed enough. I'm good with this, like, actually I'm winning it at this point. Well, if I die, I die. Whee! Alright, we're on our last slides because I don't have any more healing stuff. Just a check. Is this a dead end or is, like, there's anything over here? Nope, it's blocked. Oh, this could, I could see this basically giving you repetitive, like, strain energy, by the way, just like gameplay, you know. Alright, we're in, like, a new, like, area, depth 15 here. You know, red, like, you know, background. At least the blue, like, you know, the blue looks okay on this one, but whatever. Owlbears! Alright, we're fighting owlbears now. And dragoons! Alright, so you do get, like, you know, some more guys, but, you know, more progression of, like, enemies should be, like, a thing in this game, I think. It looks like it's just going for, like, you know, longevity rather than, like, you know, content. You know, I get the feeling by, like, the enemies will, like, you know, stay in rooms unless, like, they're rats that move around, you know, randomly. That, like, seems to be a thing. There's our scroll of champ weapons. Bam, 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 bam. There's our chain. Okay, this room might kill me. The good old dying because you basically spawn in stuff that, you know, overwhelmed you. Always fun. There's a way down. Boop. Alright, how long have I basically been recording this? Alright, I'm only supposed to basically play these games for 40 minutes, so... What can I basically say about this game? It works. I mean, there's not basically a whole lot more I basically say than that, but it's just very, like, you know, too simple for the most part. But yeah, if you're just looking to see if you can basically make a dungeon or learn a new, like, you know, engine, you did well enough to do it, so congrats on that.